In a peaceful village in the heart of Igbo land, there lived a young girl named Ngozi. Ngozi was a beautiful girl, loved by everyone in the village. She had sparkling dark eyes, shiny skin, and long, thick hair. Ngozi's smile could light up the entire village, and everyone always wanted to be her friend. But deep inside, Ngozi had a secret that nobody knew. Ngozi's family was very poor, but she had a very strange way of making money. Every night she would sneak around the village, going from house to house. She wasn't stealing food or money, but something far stranger, people's underwear. Yes, you heard it right. She would sneak into houses while everyone was asleep and quietly take their clothes, especially their underwear, from the laundry lines or from inside the homes. The villagers never suspected Ngozi because she was always so kind and friendly. Little did they know, their underwear was being collected by Ngozi for a reason that nobody could have guessed, but the secret was about to be discovered, and it would change everything in the village. One bright morning, the village elders called for an important meeting. The village was in trouble, and no one knew why. People had started complaining about their clothes disappearing, and it was happening at night when they were all asleep. This was strange because the villagers never locked their doors. They trusted one another. But now, clothes were missing, and no one could understand why. "Something is wrong in this village," said Chief Ugochukwu, the village elder. "Who could be taking our clothes without anyone noticing?" The villagers were confused. Some thought it was the work of witches, while others believed thieves had come to their peaceful village. But no one suspected sweet Ngozi, who was always so helpful and friendly. Ngozi's mother, Mama Chijioke, was also worried. She had noticed that her daughter's behavior had changed recently. Ngozi had become very secretive and would often come home late at night with a strange look on her face. Mama Chijioke was a wise woman, and she had an idea that something wasn't quite right. One evening, Mama Chijioke decided to keep an eye on Ngozi. She pretended to sleep early and waited quietly. Soon she heard the soft sound of Ngozi sneaking out of the house. Mama Chijioke's heart skipped a beat. "What is my daughter up to?" she thought. She quietly followed Ngozi through the dark paths of the village, keeping a safe distance. She watched as Ngozi carefully walked to the houses where clothes were hanging on the lines. Ngozi's eyes sparkled as she took the clothes and hid them in a big sack she carried. Mama Chijioke's eyes widened in surprise. "What is she doing with all those clothes?" she whispered to herself. Chijioke followed her daughter for many nights, watching her collect more and more clothes. Eventually, she decided to ask Ngozi what was going on. The next morning, Mama Chijioke sat Ngozi down. "My daughter, I have been watching you," she said gently. "Tell me the truth. Why are you taking people's clothes at night?" Ngozi's eyes widened in shock. She never expected her mother to find out. For a moment, she was silent. Then, with a deep sigh, she spoke. "Mother, it's not what you think," Ngozi said, her voice trembling. "I am not stealing. I am collecting these clothes to do something special. I know it sounds strange, but if only they knew what I do with their underwear, they would understand." Mama Chijioke was puzzled. "What do you mean, my child? What do you do with them?" Ngozi took a deep breath and explained. "I use the underwear to make a special potion. I learned it from a very old woman who lives deep in the forest. This potion has the power to make people love you and give you anything you want. The villagers don't know this, but I use the underwear to create the potion and sell it to travelers and rich men who come to the village. I use the money to help our family." Mama Chijioke's eyes widened in shock. "Ngozi, this is very dangerous. You cannot play with such powers. It's wrong, and it will bring trouble to our village." Ngozi's face fell. "But mother, we are so poor. This is the only way I can help you. I never wanted to hurt anyone." Mama Chijioke held her daughter's hand. "My dear, wealth built on lies and trickery never lasts. You have to stop. You must make things right with the village." Ngozi's heart sank. She had never thought of the consequences of her actions. She had only wanted to make life easier for her family. But now she understood the harm she was causing. She promised her mother that she would stop collecting the clothes and would find a way to make amends. That night, Ngozi went to the village meeting. The villagers were still talking about the missing clothes. Ngozi stood up, feeling scared but determined. "I have something to confess," she said, her voice shaking. "I am the one who has been taking your clothes. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to cause harm. I have been using the clothes to make a potion to sell to people, but I see now that I was wrong. Please forgive me." The villagers were stunned. They couldn't believe what they were hearing. But as they looked into Ngozi's eyes, they could see the guilt and regret in her face. Chief Ugochukwu stood up. "Ngozi, you have made a big mistake, but you have shown courage by admitting it. We will forgive you, but you must promise never to do such a thing again." Ngozi nodded, tears in her eyes. "I promise." From that day on, Ngozi worked hard to help her family in honest ways. She learned to weave beautiful baskets and sell them in the village market. She became known for her hard work, kindness, and honesty. The villagers forgave her, and they trusted her again. The village was at peace once more, and Ngozi learned an important lesson. Sometimes, even when you want to help, it's important to do things the right way. Please subscribe to our channel for more enchanting stories like this one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.